are joining in and saying hello, shmello, my loves. We're not going to go into the message of the night, but we're going to be reading a brief chapter from the book 90, Building the Ultimate Empire, published and authored by Mel Jones, aka Brother Logas, my love. You can order your copy on Amazon.com, Thrift Books, Murder Books, eBay, as well as Barnes & Nobles online. It looks like so. It's titled 90 Building the Ultimate Empire, and it's 90 brief chapters. You can open it up and get a quick little read for your mind, whatever you need. So we're going to pick up where we left off. We read every Sunday. So we're picking back up from last Sunday. We're on chapter 48. All right. And the 4 plus 8, that's 12.
Is this book on the website?
This book is not on the website. You like me to add it up there? I should. So we're going to be adding this to the website as well. But the 48, 4 plus 8 is 12, 2 plus 1 is 3, and that's the Sagittarius energy, and that's about expansion and things. And the title of chapter 48 is Work Ethic. So we're going to be talking about work ethic.
All the copies that are on the website will be signed.
All right, and all copies that are purchased on CrystalineMars.com will be signed by Brother Logas himself. So you will get an exclusive signature from him to you to make it a little more special and personalized, right? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, you say yes, Sag. All right, so work ethic. Might as well call it repetition part 3. Doesn't most work involve some form of repetition? That would make a hard worker someone who is committed to the art. But the reason why I have broken this down into a separate chapter is because I want you to understand what work ethic is. Ethics, according to Google, is a set of moral principles. Work ethic is a principle itself that hard work is intrinsically virtuous of worthy of a reward. Here we understand that work ethic is not a verb, it is a belief. A person who is always looking for the easy way out is who we would label as having a low work ethic. A person who works hard for a very labor-intensive industry does not necessarily have a high work ethic. Work ethic is measured by your daily efforts. It is still measured by your goals and desires as well as how your actions align with them. Your work ethic is your religion, and whatever you most believe in, you will certainly follow. If you believe that you can become a billionaire and that is a priority for you, you will undoubtedly have a high enough work ethic to accomplish just that. But it has to be those two things combined. You have to believe first you can do it, and second, it must be a priority, meaning it is the first thing on your list every day, and you think in critical or creative terms in order to gain one step closer to your dreams. Mark Minard, owner and founder of a facility built for adults with special needs called Dream Shine, is the definition of what it means to have a high work ethic. First off, to create a successful business from scratch requires incredible belief in oneself, and it would have to be your almost highest possible priority in life. Probably second only to breathing. Why? Because the competition is endless in business, whether it's a nonprofit or a for-profit. It is still considered a business, and people still need to make money. Investors are involved, your opponents don't want to see you succeed, and you are uncertain every day of your life on what you are doing. Starting your first business is like telling someone to climb a mountain without any formal training on the proper rock climbing techniques and strategies. And that's exactly what Solid Dude, aka Mark Minard, did, as he explained in his book, The Story of You. He got to climbing. Mark saw that there was a need for high quality care and services for adults with special needs that the current administrations were just not providing. He felt like it was his duty and obligation to create a program that gave these types of individuals a place to grow intellectually, skillfully, and socially. Mark felt they needed more than just a babysitter. They needed a community, and after months of studying, certifying, rejections, and threats, he and his sister Amy Minard were able to establish Dream Shine. After 10 years, it still stands. How do you overcome adversity? You work through it. How do you defeat challenges? You outwork failure. But this is pretty much a given. You and I both know this without a doubt. Then why doesn't everybody, including your team, know it? Is it because they don't like to work hard? No, it is because their success religion is different from yours. They don't believe they can win no matter how hard they work. Or success is not a priority to them. Or they feel that committed work is a waste. Or they feel that committed work in this is a waste of time. You have to change their work ethic. You have to change their success religion. You can believe in yourself that you can build the ultimate empire all you like. You can even make it your everyday most important agenda. But all empires need people. And if those people do not have the same work ethic, then your empire will never rise, and whatever you build in hopes will eventually crumble. Create a religion of high work ethic. Ashe. And that concludes the chapter. So it's a couple of things that falls under this umbrella of high or good work ethic. And like the book mentioned, it first starts with a belief. Do you believe that you can accomplish certain goals, that your business will be successful, right? And then you also have to prioritize that thing daily. And when it comes to your niche, your business or whatever it is, because some of you may not be entrepreneurs, that might not be your path, but in the business in which you work, the company that you work for, look for areas of improvement. Okay, rather that is in customer service, rather that is how you all organize or process orders or whatever that is. How can you be an asset? How can you bring something that the community or that those what do you call it, target clients, what do they need, and how can you bring that to the table? And you work at that thing every day. And it is important that you believe in yourself, because you are the leader. And so if you are not consistent, if this is not a priority for you, if you don't believe in the success, then how can you convince anybody else to do the same? Right? And so it takes an immense amount of confidence, as well as focus, as well as desire. So I ask you, what is it that you are working on? Let's be honest, engage our work ethic. And it's all right to say, my work ethic is pretty shitty, it's pretty poor, but with acknowledging that, you can then shift, like we did in last night's prayer. I believe that was last night's prayer, where we visualized our future self, where we visualized our highest self. All right, that person, if you were, what would that person look like? What would that version of you look like? What would that version of you speak like? What work ethic would that version of you have to attain those certain goals, or to live that certain lifestyle that you desire? And just begin to work at that every day, right? Rather that maybe rise early for you, or read books, or study people that are in your field. And that's a thing too. Like, I really encourage y'all, for my entrepreneurs specifically, and I can't even put on entrepreneurs, study your environment and look for the cracks, look for the voids in which you can fill, and you step in there and you do your thing. And watch how things shift for you. And the hardest part is just getting started. All right. But once you begin to work at it, and that's why I encourage every day, even if you set the goal to have these daily goals, and you may fall off each day, by the fact that it is a daily goal, that will push you daily. Even if you don't accomplish it, that will always be at the top of your priorities. So I also invite you into the space of evaluating, what are your priorities? What are your priorities? What are your desires? And what are you doing to reach your goals, to become better, to have a higher work ethic. You know, how are you being lazy? What excuses are you making? All right, what adjustments do you need to make so you can become that person that you desire to be, to see those results that you desire to see. So that concludes the message of the day. Remember, once again, go grab your own copy so you can read along with us as well as in your own free time. It's a great book, 90 Building the Ultimate Empire. We will be adding it to the site, and you'll get your own custom copy, signed rather. But if you can't wait for that, you can go grab your copy on Amazon as well. So take a screenshot. That's the back, and this is the front. So we're now going to move into the next segment of the night, which is the daily energy. And don't forget, y'all, we have 56 minutes left of the sale. So don't forget to head out, and you can come back. But go grab your pieces, Ashe.